Guys, you see, in this life, what God cannot do does not exist. And sometimes destiny might delay or altered, but not denied. Yes. Remember that the king, before he married the jewel, there was a prophecy that he is going to have a son through a young preacher, of which later came to pass. And when that happened, the king's joy knows no bound. As in, he was super excited. He is still super excited, but I'm just trying to describe how happy he was when the jewel gave birth to his first son. You know, the king was all over the place, very happy, and all of that. And that's why I don't think it took as long as it took for him to welcome all these other children when he welcomed the first son. He did not take much time. And that celebration was something else, not to compare with what has been happening after that first one. That's I'm just trying to explain to you how happy he was. He sees it as a destiny fulfilled, you know. So, and due to that level of happiness, they said the king started investing so much in the boy's name. He opened different trust funds in his name. He bought different land in his name. He bought different properties in his name. As a matter of fact, he was just doing a lot for the boy. And then it was just the king and his wife and their son. Even though Ebony was at the corner, not being happy for them, pretending to be. But they said the king did a whole lot for that boy. So, and when they started having problems, this life, when problems started, though, they said the way the king, the way the wife, that is the son's mother, the jewel, left the palace, shattered the king's heart because he did not see it coming. But in as much as he was angry, I will still blame him for not playing his role well, because I believe if he have done some of the things that he needed to do then, maybe Ebony wouldn't have been, he wouldn't have enabled Ebony to influence his marriage the way she did. But all the same, this is life. Everybody will reap whatever he or she sows. So they say when the jewel left the way she did, the king became so angry that I don't know if I'm to say that his anger self, the boy also uh, collected from the father's anger. Because information have it that most of the lands and property, people started invading it, especially those who wanted what the Jew wanted. So the king, so they said out of anger that most of those property was removed from Tade's name to a different name. And some of the trust fund, he angrily changed the names and everything. So, and although nothing was given to Ebony as at then, to tell you that the king never loved Ebony as much as marrying her. So, all this while, most of the investment that the king was doing, he was doing it in other people's name. But I don't think he have been using the names of these other sons. I don't think. So right now, information have it that while they are preparing for this Ofarende ritual, because from the look of things, from what we are hearing, if the information is true, it's like the king and the jewel, they have reconciled completely. They are just waiting for that Ofarende ritual so that people will start seeing them together again. And the king will have maybe he have asked himself, why is it that his own son is going to suffer for the crime of for the sin of the mother, and that kind of stuff. So information have it that he have ordered that anybody who has anything that belongs to the son should return it with immediate effect, including the trust funds that he has been keeping funding for Tade's school and everything, and the future that was changed to another person's name. I don't know the name then, or maybe it was changed to his name or whatever. But they said there was a person in charge of that they should make sure that everything that belongs to the son should be returned to him without wasting time. This is going to break some people's heart, because this is the time they will remind the king that, oh, my son does not have any land in his name. My child does not have anything in his name. So it is time to acquire lands, properties, open a trust fund, sacred fund for my children or for my son. I know, because you know that they have been quiet all this while. But now that the king have come up with this idea of releasing everything that belongs to Tade right now, because come to think of it, no matter how angry you are with a woman, you're not supposed to be angry with the child, because the son remains your son. Yes, even if it is the mother that raised the son, definitely this is Africa. The child will come back and look for his father, because especially when he's a man, one day he would want to do something. They will ask him, who is your father? uh And because the king, from what we heard, is a good man, there is no how the son, even if he grows under the tutelage of the mother, there is no how he will not come back to his father. So there is no how you can take away what belongs to him because you're angry with the mother. But thank God, things like that have been settled. It did not even start now. They said ever since that reconciliation processes that the king have been buying other things again, properties, giving the boy shares. Sometimes you will hear that he gave him 60%, 70% of 70% shares of his companies, because like that equity hospital, we heard that at first KBS have about 70%, but later the foreigner that have 30% later sold the remaining percent to him. So, and now information have it that about 70% of that equity hospital is Tade's own. And I think he gave Lizzie some portion and all of that. So, and not only that, most of his companies recently that they have started reconciliation, they said he has been giving the son percentage, good number of percentage in all his companies. So to tell you that no matter what, the son remains his first son. Some people will tell you his only biological son. I don't know about that. I don't know, because I do not live with them. And as long as he welcomes the other children, I believe they are all his. And he have not come out to tell us, oh, they are not. So why will I say they are not? It's none of my business. So right now they said there is royal jubilation, as the king have ordered that everything that was taken away, not just to Tadeo, even the jewel, there are certain things that was taken away from her, including titles, some properties, some rights and everything. They said the king have ordered that all should be restored to them without wasting time, even before the offerende ritual. So that is what we are hearing, if the information is true. But don't forget that these are all alleged unverified information making around on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Love you.